That good?
I didn't go a little more.
A little more up?
Yeah, this needs to be higher. That's fine. I'll kind of do that sometimes, maybe. Okay, welcome to the Dulles District Baseball Finals. We are live from Riverside High School in Leesburg, Virginia. This is Rod Ogren. My partner tonight is Brogan Noe. We are working for StatStream this evening. Brogan's going to be operating the camera. It's his first experience. He's doing an internship with me for his high school capstone. Welcome, Brogan. Tonight our featured matchup is the baseball game between the Riverside Rams and the Loudoun County Raiders. Welcome to the show. Let's get it rolling. I can zoom out a little bit because the problem is as soon as I hit it, you're not going to be able to track it.
Like,
Let's see. And maybe zoom out just a little bit more. That's good. That should be good right there. All right, let's try to get you a good view here on your camera. So we have, nope, I don't show the picture up there. Hang on, gotta get that straightened out. Oh, 23 is the picture, that's why. We're a little bit behind here this afternoon, so we'll get things squared away. And there you go. The pitching is Wyatt Shankman for the Rams. First batter for the Raiders will be the shortstop Mitchell Gillen. We'll give you a defensive lineup here in just a minute.
The battery once again for the Rams. Catching is number 22, John Holgren, and pitching number 23, Wyatt Shankman. Leading off the Raiders is the shortstop number 5, Mitch Gillen.
Okay, it's ready to get underway here. Mitch Gillen steps to the plate. Show you the defensive lineup quickly. And defense. There you see, of course, didn't pick up the pitcher, but you see everybody else. And first ball is hit to the second baseman, who makes the play. So first pitch swung on and grounded out, and we are underway. Come on. I'll bring up Steven Summer, the DH. With one out. And he swings at the first pitch as well and drives it into center field for a base hit. Lined that one straight over second base, so wasting no time, County gets a runner on. At bat next will be Sean Goodhart, center fielder. Runner at first takes a little bit of a lead. Keeping both feet on the dirt though, so he's not. And there's another one straight up the middle. This one's fielded by the shortstop. Flipped to second, and not quite in time coming back to first. So that'll go down as a sacrifice again on the first pitch. Actually, sorry, not a sacrifice, fielder's choice. So that'll put one runner at first. And Sean Garvin, the catcher, up to bat now with 2 down in the top of the first. Working very quickly thus far. And there's a throw back to first. So with the camera, try to shade a little bit towards first so you can kind of see those throwbacks once in a while. Yeah, you can't go too far, but you can at least kind of poke your camera over there once in a while to kind of see what he's doing. As the Shankman keeping an eye on the runner at first. There's the pitch. And that's the first pitch it was not swung at. Goes in for strike 1. Where's our scoreboard? Oh, there. It's way out there. No, there it is. It's only his 4th pitch thus far for Shankman. That one's straight down the pipe for strike 2. As Garvin has not been inclined to swing at both the ones he's seen. Unlike the first 2 batters who just swung away right away. First 3 batters, actually. Garvin takes a cut at that one, dribbles it out to shortstop, fielded by the third baseman, actually. Throws a little bit off the mark, but the first baseman does a decent job of fielding and then tagging out the runner as he goes by. So that will end the first inning with no runs coming across, 1 base runner left on. And we'll be back momentarily with the bottom of the second. All right, so you can see the defensive lineup for the Loudoun County Raiders. The pitcher is not correct. The pitcher is actually number 51, Brian Conahan. But Joe Alexander at first, he's their other pitcher. Thomas Ronis at second, Gillen at shortstop, and Dutch DeProspero at third. The outfield, left to right, is Jack Pomada, Sean Goodhart, and his brother Spencer Pomada. Sean Garvin behind the plate for the Raiders. And up first for the Rams will be Sejon Belser. Sejon is actually committed to the College of Charleston for next year. Other commits for Riverside are Carson Swank, who's going to Yale. Riverside comes in at 13-7. They're the 1 seed in the Dulles District this season. They had a bye in the first round, and then on Monday they beat Dominion 2-1. The Raiders came in actually as the 6th seed. The Raiders beat Loudoun Valley in the first round 9-5. That was shown right here on StatStream a couple days ago. That was in fact last Thursday, I believe. County comes in with a record of 8-12. There's 1 commit, Donovan Burt, going to JMU. In the tournament, as I said, they beat Valley 9-5, and they beat Woodgrove 1-0. Woodgrove was the 2 seed. So here he goes. Belzer steps to the plate. First pitch is taken for ball 1. That one's low, gets past the catcher, but no count as no one's on. Ball 2. So Conahan starts off behind as he gets his arm loosened up. That one swung on, hit high to right. Fielder comes under it and makes the catch out there for the first out. So that was Spencer Pomada out there getting under the fly ball. That'll bring up Carson Swank, the shortstop. Carson, as we mentioned, is heading to Yale next season to play baseball over there. And that one's high for ball one. And that one's hit sharply to third base, but fielded cleanly out there to throw to first in time. And we have out number 2. So that was Dutch DeProspero at third, thrown over Joe Alexander for the second out. The catcher, John Helterbrand, will now step to the plate to face Conahan. Conahan working on only his 6th pitch here, as both teams have started pretty rapidly. Ball 1. And that one's low for ball 2. 2-0 quickly the count, as Conahan working fairly quickly, and the batters are swinging readily too. So there's a hit out to right field, right at the fielder out there, and he gets under it for the third out. So just like that, we are done in the first inning. Wasting no time here, as Conahan had only 8 pitches that inning. We'll get the inning, get the next inning up here, and show you some lineups. You can see our sponsors on your screen, show you some blurbs of theirs. And up next for the Rams, we have for the Raiders, excuse me. Jack Kamada, Joe Alexander, and then Dutch DeProspero will be coming up for the Raiders. You can see they've only had, Riverside's only thrown 6 pitches, counting only 8, so very quick first inning, as we mentioned. We will have some replays for you momentarily, but we'll take this opportunity to read off a couple of our sponsors. Can't bring you these games without the help of our sponsors. They are free to you, and that's why we have sponsors, so we can cover our costs and not lose our shirts on all this. Sponsors for this evening are First Team Sports, changing the way you do fundraising. They'll put a logo on almost anything for you. They can be found at firstteamsports.com. That's the letter 1, ST Team Sports. They also have Velocity Wings. They can be found at velocitywings.net. Come into one of our 6 family-friendly Virginia locations for award-winning gourmet wings, great food, and live sports. Valley Energy is the smart choice for all your propane, diesel fuel, and heating oil needs, with neighborly professional service, flexible payment options, and competitive pricing. They can be found at valleyenergy.org. Mannix HVAC. If a problem occurs with your heating or cooling system, don't panic, call Mannix. We'll be there when you need us. MannixHVAC.com. As we get back to live action, we're going to get the camera ready to go and start us off. And that one's, again, first ball hit. That one's stroked into left field for a base hit. And the first runner is on for the Raiders in the person of Jack Kamada. Joe Alexander now coming to the plate. Joe was the pitcher in the last game we covered when County beat Valley 9-5. Joe had a strong outing. I believe he pitched full 6 innings. That pitch is high for ball 1. And once we get Brogan a little more comfortable here, we'll actually have him say some words. Kind of the silent partner right now, but it's his first game doing this, so we'll give him a little bit of slack. And that one's right down the pipe. He thought about swinging, didn't, but called strike 1. And Mr. Russatella, who does a lot of the announcing for these games, is unable to make it tonight due to previous commitments. That one's inside. Sawed him off, but he took a cut at it and just floated it out to the second baseman for a line out. Oops. So, as Bill was saying last game, the kid with a great baseball name, Dutch DeProspero, takes the first one, ball one. Catcher keeps it in front of him to hold the runner at first. It bounces in the dirt. That's John Hildebrand behind the plate, making a nice stop there. You probably knew that, but I had to look. Runner goes. Throw down to second, not going to be in time at all. He was easily in there for the stolen base. And the pitch was a ball. So the runner will advance to second, and we now have the first run in scoring position of the evening. So Pomada at second base. That one's going to be inside for ball three. Doesn't hurt you too much to give a walk up here since first base is open, but especially with the one out, it gives you more of an opportunity to turn a double play. So we'll see if he can bring this one in as Dutch has the take sign all the way, and it's a called strike, as Dutch didn't quite believe it was. So count now 3-1. Let's see if he's got the take sign on this one. That one's low and outside for ball four. So counting now with another runner on. Oops, 7-10. Get the graphic straightened out here. Runners at first and second. Brings up Thomas Ronis, the second baseman. As Tom looks over to his coach for the sign. With the one down, basically just trying to advance some runners and not hit into a double play here. And takes the first one for ball one. Not entirely sure where that one missed. Looked right down the middle to me, but I'm not behind the plate, so can't always tell. That one's ripped past the third baseman. It's the runner's held up at third. So now County with the bases loaded and one out, as that was a single. Oops. To load the bases, bringing up number 9, Spencer Pomada, the right fielder. Spencer with one out, bases loaded, and now we have a mound conversation coming from Riverside as their skipper will come out. Their skipper's name is Sam Plank. I'm going to talk to his pitcher, try to get him to settle down a little bit here. And we will show you a couple more of our sponsors' information. Actually, maybe I can see if I can find you a replay here while we're waiting. Hadn't been a lot of excitement yet, but might be able to find something. And we're going to get back to the action quickly. We do have replays at the ready. It just takes us a minute to queue them up. So we'll get one for you next time. And that one's chopped off, fouled off, pardon me, strike one. Fouled it off the plate. Spencer Pomada in his first at bat this evening, trying to get something going for the Raiders. Raiders have shown diversity in our last two games, putting up 9 runs. And that one's chopped foul again. Putting up 9 runs last week against the Vikings. And then only 1 run against Woodrow, but they did win the game. All that counts is the W. So infield, the first base is in quite a bit, trying to prevent the play at home. That one's low for a ball. 1-2 our count now. Got a nice view here at Riverside Stadium. Pretty low and fairly close to the action. I know the fence is a little bit in the way. There's only so much we can do about that. That's high to even the count at 2-2. And here comes the pitch. That was way high. He had to duck under that one.
Almost took his head off.
Filling the count. Something's going to happen here. Unless he fouls it off, we're going to have either an out or a run score. Here comes the money pitch from Schenkman. That one's fouled back and out of play. Back to our right. There's a few fans on the hill here behind us, so maybe one of them got a souvenir. I'm guessing they have to toss him back in. Over to our left we have the softball, but it's hard to hit a foul out there. That's the same spot. Fouled back behind us to the right. Kamada stays alive. Looking for his 8th pitch now against Schenkman. Schenkman. That one's roped into center, and it drops in for a base hit. 1 run comes in. The throw gets over the pitcher's head, but the catcher's there to back it up. And we have our first score of the evening. It's a single RBI. That'll bring up Mitch Gillen. Still with bases loaded, still only 1 out.
Already back to the top of the order.
Yep, back to the top of the order already, as Brogan mentioned. Show you what he did in his last at bat. There's a half-hearted swing. Couldn't decide what he wanted to do with that one. So Mitch ground out in the first on the very first pitch. Ground out to the second baseman. That one's low for a ball. It's a 1-1. Oops, wrong one. Schenkman now up to 27 pitches after throwing only 6 in the first inning. That one's inside, called strike. As Gillen kind of turned away from it, the umpire saw it as a strike. Again, we're not quite on center to the umpire, so not easy for us to decide what's inside and outside. As that one's hit high to right field. Right fielder gets under it, makes the catch. It's short enough that no runner will advance. Catcher backs up the throw, and the Rams get one batter closer to getting out of the jam here. That one was just not deep enough to get a run in. Steven Summer, the designated hitter, will step to the plate. Summer hit a single in the first. He'd love to get another one here. A single would drive in a couple of runs, presumably, depending on where it goes, of course. And that one's fouled off. As soon as I said they can't reach the softball field, Summer just did. Bounces that one into the outfield of the softball over there. Now 0-1. Summer really looking to help his team out here. County would love to get a few runs across and not waste this. That was an outside pitch. He swung at late, managed to foul it off, but 0-2 goes the count. Schenkman looking for his first strikeout here. It's be an opportune moment to get it, as it would really help him get out of this jam he's gotten himself in. That one's outside for a ball. Trying to get him to chase on 0-2. And Summers having nothing to do with it. And there it is. Oh, the ball got away from the catcher, and he tags home plate. So What should have been a routine strikeout became somewhat of an interesting play, but the catcher picked the ball up and finished the play for the third out. So there you go. County leaving 3 runners stranded. Had a golden opportunity with 1 out and the bases loaded. Could only manage to get 1 run across. That will bring up the Rams in the bottom of the second here. And I believe the Rams are going to be just happy to get out of that inning without taking more damage. I'll see if I'm bringing the replay of the County run scoring here. 1 minute. Wrong spot. You see our sponsors rolling across the screen there. All right, here we go. This should be it. Okay, so here comes the County run. Bases loaded. The Summer at the plate. I'm sorry, this is the last out. Yeah. There's Summer struck out, and the catcher makes it back in time to get the out. We did have the other replay. Just had it right in front of it. All right, here comes the run for County. You see Spencer Bramata at the plate, and he just hits it to shallow right, but drops in for a hit and brings the run across.
The runner picks up
And
the
we'll
bat
get back
before
to
he
live
scores.
action here. Okay, so Nick Connolly, at the plate, fouls the first pitch off for strike 1. Conahan only 9 pitches thus far, but his counterpart had quite a few last inning. That one's popped up outside of third base. The third baseman gets under it and makes the play. So that'll go down as the first out for the Rams. That was Dutch DeProspero getting under that one. He had plenty of room out there. It's a good amount of room here at the Riverside Stadium. Don't know if this stadium has a name, it just says Riverside out there. Brings up Ryan Brokaw, the designated hitter. And he gets plunked.
Takes it like a man.
Didn't flinch at all. That one curved right into his shoulder. Oh, wow. Wow. I think the umpire is saying he did not attempt to get out of the way of the pitch. Yep. But the batter has to make an attempt to get out of the way of the pitch, and he just kind of let it hit him. I believe that's what he's calling here anyway. So rather than getting a base, it'll go down as ball 1 and a bruised shoulder. As Brokaw comes back to the plate, he's not real happy with that call. I can't blame him. Don't know if I've seen that called often at all, if ever. Not that I've watched it thousands of hours of baseball, but it's definitely an unusual play. And that one's outside for a ball. And ball 3, so Brokaw looking to get on first with a walk rather than getting hit by a pitch. We'll see what happens. And that one's outside, ball 4. So he gets to first base nonetheless. Just took him 3 extra pitches. It's definitely an interesting non-call there, especially at this level. And that wasn't a particularly hard pitch. So it kind of just looked like he just let it hit him, but again, strange call. Anyway, Patrick Sheffield, second baseman, stepping to the plate. Throw to first. I'm not quite sure why they're throwing. They was not looking to steal at all out there. Brokaw just kind of jogs back to the base. Now he gets a bigger lead with both feet on the grass. Pitch comes to the plate, and it's called strike 1. So Brokaw again steps out and gets both feet on the grass. That's high for ball Ball 1, even it up. Don't know what kind of speed Brokaw has, but he's certainly daring the pitcher to throw over there. Both feet on the grass. And that one's in for a ball. So 2-1 the count now to Sheffield. And that's called strike 2. Count even up at 2 now. Sheffield with 1 out. I'd love to get the runner into scoring position. Brokaw certainly looking to advance with that big lead over there. And that one's hit well into right field, and it's going to get past the right fielder all the way to the wall. Runner's coming around from third, and he's waved in, and it's not in time. So Riverside, with a strong double from Patrick Sheffield, drives in the first run. Hang on. So Riverside ties things up with a double by Patrick Sheffield, giving him an RBI. It's going to bring up Michael Walsh, the left fielder. As Riverside evens it up, trying to get a lead now in the bottom of the second. Plenty of baseball left. We'll bring you that replay when we get a moment. That one's fouled off to the left side. We'll get the replay queued up for you. So when we have a moment, we can see with someone else doing the camera, it helps. I can actually do the replay and bring them to you quickly. 0-1 our count. Sheffield at second, and he's taken all the way. Goes in for ball 1. 1-1, 1 out. Bottom of the second for the Rams. They try to take the lead here. That one's half-heartedly swung at and fouled off. To get rid of the all ones, it was 1-1. Score is 1-1. The batter was 1-1. We're in the second inning though, so I guess it wasn't totally ones. Catcher lines up outside, and it's fouled off again to the left side. So now 1-2 to Walsh. Where are we in the order? Okay. So just not yet to the bottom of the order. Walsh is the 7th batter. County not really worried about the runner at second right now. And now they're sneaking in the shortstop behind him. And that one's high, and he battles it, pokes it out to left. Fielder gets under it, short enough, well, into left field, so the runner does not advance. So that's the second out for the Rams. That was Jack Pomada out there making the play. Right fielder Ty Reichert now stepping to the plate. Recognize that name from basketball. Covered several of the Riverside basketball games earlier this season, and Ty was one of their players. See how he does in baseball. Takes that one inside ball 1. Two outs. Reichert trying to drive in the go-ahead run. And he dribbles it down the first base line, stays fair, fielded easily by the first baseman, steps on the bag, and that will do it. But Riverside gets 1 run across to tie things up as we go to the top of the third. We will be right back, and I'll hopefully have time to show you the replay.
All right.
Oop. Okay, so here comes your replay of the Rams run. You see just well hit out there. And misjudged slightly in left field, but it wouldn't have mattered. He would have had no chance to get that one. That one kicks all the way to the wall. Runner coming in from first and makes it in plenty of time. Throws a bit offline, but even if it was on line, I don't think he would have gotten it there in time. So there you go. That ties things up. Show your line score here. So coming up for County, Sean Goodhart, Sean Garvin, and then Jack Pomada. What part of the order are we in here, Brogan?
We are going on the third batter, Sean Goodhart,
So
center fielder.
All right, so 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. You see County with 4 hits, but only 1 run.
Leading off the Raiders, the center fielder, number 29, Sean Goodhart.
So let's see what Goodhart did his last at bat. Actually, it shows you down there. He hit into his fielder's choice. That one's right down the pipe for strike
That
one.
pitch had a lot of movement on it.
Well, that's a good pitch then. That one. Took a big cut at that one. So 0-2 now to Goodhart. Rips it, but straight at the shortstop, who makes the play very easily.
The catcher, number 8, Sean Garvin.
Sean Garvin stepping to the plate. He hit let's see what he's got. He ground out to third in the first inning. Takes low for ball 1. That one's popped way up. First baseman gets under it, calls it, and makes the play for out number 2. Bring up the left fielder, Jack Pomada.
He started things off last inning with those series of hits.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Brogan. He had a single in the second to start things off. Takes that for ball 1. That one gets all the way to the backstop for ball 2. See the numbers on Schenkman there. 1 strikeout, 1 walk on. He's thrown 41 pitches and given up 4 hits. So that was a strike. Count now 3-1. So 42 pitches for Schenkman. Presuming he's on full rest, he'll get 110. That one's low and gets away from the catcher. So he swung at it, but it got away from the catcher. No, sorry, my mistake. Ball 4. That's the second walk given up by Schenkman. It'll bring up Joe Alexander. Joe lined out to second in the second inning as Schenkman throws it back over to first to keep Pomada honest out there. Pomada with 1 foot well on the grass out at first. That one's low and gets away from the catcher. That'll go down as a wild pitch, and Pomada advances to second. pitch. 10. So there we go. Pomada now at second base on the wild pitch. 1-0 the count. And that one's low for ball 2. Schenkman now having to work a little harder these last couple innings. He only had 6 pitches the first inning. Wound up at, I believe, close to 30 by the time the second was over, and now he's at 45. As a throwback to second. Runner was not fooled, and balk is called, so the runner now gets advanced to third. And so all of a sudden, with 2 outs, the Raiders are looking at driving in a run with a base hit here. So a couple of errors for Schenkman there. Wild pitch and then a balk. Moves the runner from first to third. And now he's at 3-0 to Alexander. Although a walk doesn't hurt you too badly here. It does put another runner in scoring on the bases. And Alexander had the take sign, and he did. 3-1 with the big cut. Pomada at third, looking for something to knock him in. That one's popped straight up. Second baseman takes a couple steps back, gets under it, calls everyone off, and makes the play. So again, the Rams working their way out of a bit of a jam. County cannot put any runners across, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth, or bottom of the third at 1-1. We will be right back.
Hi, welcome to Loudoun Valley Floors. We are an independently owned company founded in 1991, and we have 2 showrooms, one in Ashburn and one in Percival. Our motto is honesty, integrity, and punctuality, and we strive to deliver exceptional service based on our motto. We want to make sure that we give honest advice based on your needs and not just what we think that you should have in your home. We have an incredible selection of products from leading manufacturers in carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl plank.
So when the ad's over, I'll bring up the line score and I'll tell you like who's coming up next. And then I'll show you the batter thing in the lower right and tell you what the last kid did.
We are the recipient of the Best of Loudoun for flooring and carpet care for the last 14 years running. So we hope you'll come see us.
Okay, so there you show the ad for our newest sponsor, Loudoun Valley Floors.
And up next to bat for the Rams, we have Alex Kaiser, Sejon Belzer, and Carson Swank.
Thank you, Brogan.
Leading off the Rams, the third baseman, number 15, Alex Kaiser.
That pitch was inside. And a strike down the right side of the strike zone.
Called strike, makes it 1-1.
You have 2-1 here. Another ball there. That ball is hit into center field. And the play is made by the center fielder for the Raiders, Sean Goodhart, number 29.
The center fielder, number 1, Sejon Belzer.
I'll bring up Sejon Belzer, who had a fly to right in the first inning.
Ball is hit to the shortstop, who fumbles it and does not have time to throw to first. The Sejon is safe at first base.
Yeah, sharply hit ball. I think that'll go down as an infield single.
Shortstop, number 10, Carson Swank.
Now up at bat is Carson Swank, the shortstop, the Yale commit. His last at bat was a ground out in the first inning.
Throw to first to keep Belzer honest out there.
That ball is swung on and hit about 30 feet out off the field.
Fouled off the right side. Runner goes. And they... Oh, no.
Safe at second. Sage and Belzer steal second.
Couldn't hang on to the throw there. I mean, they had him picked off, had him dead to rights. That'll actually go as a throwing error.
And that pitch is way outside of the right for a ball. Count is now 1-1.
Ooh, that's well hit.
That ball is hit left field. Over the outfielder's head. Now this will drive Sadron Belzer in. And Riverside takes a 2-1 lead.
Yep, Belzer standing. That was a nice, sharply hit double there.
RBI for Swank.
The catcher, number 22, John Hildebrand.
So Riverside jumps out 2-1 now. A couple of nice RBI doubles.
And
what just happened? They hit him? Did they hit him, or is that just an automatic walk?
might have been an intentional walk there.
Okay, so it was an intentional walk, yeah.
And then they're going to bring in a base runner for John Hildebrand, the catcher.
What number is the courtesy runner there?
Not sure, but his name is Ryan Murray.
Okay. Have it on here somewhere, I'll tell you.
That is number 9.
Number 9, thank you. So courtesy runner Ryan Murray in.
They attempt to throw him out at second.
Yeah, he squared to bunt and tried to pick off at second.
Runner makes it back in time. Gets a little dirty while doing so.
Disadvantage of those white uniforms. Mom's at home going, no, I can't believe he did that again.
And the runner takes second and third.
It looked like a hit and run, and the catcher didn't field it cleanly. So all of a sudden, I guess it was just a double steal.
Both runners advance.
Yeah. The batter didn't swing. So a double steal.
And the count is 1-0, or 2-0, excuse me. 2 balls, 0 strikes. And that ball is hit to center. There we go. Runners are going to advance.
Nope, just one.
One runner scores.
Oh, got him.
Looks like another runner scores.
Wow. Rams are really just playing very aggressive baseball, and the Raiders do not seem to be ready. So
Carson Swank and Ryan Murray both come in for the score for the Rams as they take a 4-1 lead.
All right, so we had a single that drove in a run. And then he advanced to second. There goes another error. Not an RBI. So that should be the second error for County. And all of a sudden, County's doesn't seem to be ready for Riverside's aggressive base running here. And we have a new pitcher in.
That will bring in number 2, Benson Farmery, the junior at pitcher. He'll be relieving Brian Conahan.
All right. Bring, why don't you tell us about a couple of our sponsors? You can start with like Lydia Clark Realty there. Oh, here you go. So I can kind of give you their name and a little blurb about them. I'll bring up a replay
Lydia
here
Clark
while we're
Realty.
waiting.
Lydia provides comprehensive service to her clients, including pre-staging her clients' homes, professional photography and video, and comprehensive marketing. You can contact her at lydiasellsloudoun.com.
Yeah, going down to Percival Pub, Loudoun Valley, Florida.
Percival Pub, opening up in June, known for a cozy atmosphere, amazing home-cooked food, and outstanding service. This is the place to grab a relaxing brunch, lunch, or dinner. Welcome home, thepercivalpub.com. Then Loudoun Valley Floors, which you saw a video for earlier. Since 1991, they have offered an incredible selection of quality flooring products. We commit to honesty and integrity in our sales, pair it with exceptional quality and craftsmanship. Then Loco Sports. You'll go crazy for our sports coverage at locosports.info. And Voice Sports on Facebook, viewing our youth consistently everywhere.
Thank you, Brogan. Let's see if we can bring you the replay of that last replay here of the crazy play. Let's see if we can talk you through this thing. Okay, so there's the hit. Straight out to center. He gets past the center fielder.
Yes, just knocked right by him.
As one run comes in. Throw comes into third as the runner takes off. Second baseman just, I don't know if he didn't catch it cleanly or didn't hang on to it. By the time he looked up, the runner was coming in from third. So the Rams with some very aggressive running, drive in a couple of runs there.
Now up to bat, we have number 13, Ryan Brokaw, the designated hitter.
So the new pitcher is Wyatt DeProspero.
He's hoping he doesn't get hit by a pitch again this time.
He seemed to want to get hit last time, though. He just kind of stood there and let it hit him. DeProspero comes with 1 out, man on second.
Ball's fouled off to the right.
Brokaw walked last time up after getting hit by the pitch. And then he wound up scoring their first run.
Wow, and that is a bomb.
Nice
and the play made by the right fielder as he attempts.
Comes a throw. They're going to get him. They're going to get him.
And they get him out. Runner did not tag up.
Yeah, the runner clearly thought that was going to get out there with no problem. And we kind of thought that too. By the time he realized that he was all the way at third base and had almost no chance to get back. So there you go. Wyatt DeProspero throws one pitch and gets himself out of the jam. Nicely done. Up next, we'll have Dutch DeProspero, Thomas Ronis, and Spencer Pomada for the Raiders. You see the ad for Lydia Clark on your screen, or half your screen anyway. And that last replay ready for you too, and we get a second here. There you see your information. Both teams with 4 hits now. 2 errors for County. caused a couple of unearned runs there.
Very costly errors for County.
So Dutch had a walk in the second. He'll start things off for the Raiders, see if they can come back here. This is definitely the farthest they've been behind in the tournament because they were never behind at Valley. They got out to 5-0 lead, and Valley came back and tied it at 5, I believe, and wound up winning 9-5. And at Woodgrove, it was 1-0, so I know they were never behind in that one.
That first pitch is a ball there, and then fouled back into the backstop. Counts 1-1.
That one's well hit. Left fielder gets under it. Makes the play. There's Michael Walsh out there in left, getting under that one as Tom Ronas steps to the plate. Go ahead, Brogan. Didn't mean to steal your thunder there. That one's called strike. Make the count 1-1.
Catcher mishandles that one. 2-1 is the count.
So Shankman's on 53 pitches, right about where he should be for approximately halfway through the game.
And Tom Ronas has to back away from that pitch as it almost took off his chin. It's a strike there. Full count, 3-2. Right down the middle, strike, and he is out.
Struck him out looking.
Spencer Pomada, the right fielder, is now up. His last at bat in the second, he had a single.
Yeah, it looks like I got to fix my little stat graphic there, Brogan. See, it's not showing an at-bat or a hit or an RBI. Clearly he had an at-bat and a hit.
1-1 count. Now we have a 2-1 count. That ball is hit right into the infield and thrown to first in time. Good play made by the second baseman.
Sponsor blurb. That's what I wanted. All right. We'll get to the next inning here, and then I'll show you the replay from the last inning where Pomada got himself out of the inning with one pitch. Let's see, next up we have Patrick Sheffield, Michael Walsh, and Ty Richard. And let's get this replay going. So this replay is going to be from the last inning when the Rams, well, actually the County made a nice play out in right field there. Oops, hang on. Actually has to move forward to where, there we go. You can see the right fielder going way back and gets under it, makes the catch. Meanwhile, the runner is all the way at third. He's trying to get back, and he realized there was no chance. I would just turn around and go to the dugout. So, a nice play by the right fielder out there for County.
And so far, Riverside has thrown 21 more pitches than County.
The right fielder out there. Yeah, he had that second inning. He really threw a ton of pitches. I mean, he's still in the game. He got out of that jam, but definitely got his pitch count way up. Oops. So second pitcher for County, Wyatt DiProspero, throwing all of one pitch. Pretty good. You throw one pitch, you get 2 outs.
Yep.
Hard to beat that.
That's ideal. That's what you want right there. And that is a strike. Oh, 1 count for Patrick Sheffield here. And that one is outside.
Tried to teardrop that one in, didn't quite work for him.
That ball's hit foul.
Had a play to the right.
And that play was made.
Oh, he made the play out there.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Right on the fence. Ran about as fast as he could.
Is that the first baseman that made that play?
Yes. First baseman for the Raiders.
Michael Walsh. I'm sorry.
Joe Alexander.
Yeah.
Making
We'll see
being
if
an athlete. That ball's hit left field, and the left fielder makes the play. Jack Pomada.
So just that quickly, we're at 2 outs. Ty ground out to first in the second inning.
Starts off with the strike. 1-0 count. Or 0-1 count. Excuse me. That ball is hit to the third baseman. And it gets there in time.
All right, so that's going to do it. Let's see if I got a replay of that last. Try to bring up a replay of the out, the play by the first baseman for the first out. I wasn't even watching. I'll get the inning set up first, and then I'll go back to the replay.
That was a good inning for Wyatt DiProspero. 3 batters, 3 outs.
Yeah,
Not a single one touched the bag.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job out there. Oops, that batter's off now. Who's the next batter? Do you know?
Next batter for County will be, I believe, Brian Conahan.
Conahan?
I think.
Yeah, he's the pitcher.
Yeah, he got pulled.
So it's probably back to the top of the order. Mitch Gillen.
Shortstop Mitch. Yep, Mitch Gillian will be
Gillen.
up.
All right. Somewhere my
his previous at-bats are a ground out and a fly ball.
Let's see if we can get this last one here. All right, let's see if we can get this play out here. There you go. So Bergen did a nice job on the camera. We can't see him behind the pole, but he made the catch out there. Nicely done.
Ran right into the fence.
Yep. And he ran into the pole, so we couldn't see him. Our third camera isn't working. Who's pitching? 52. All right. What's going on here? What am I missing? 23. All right. What was
That
the
pitch
first
was
pitch?
high.
That was his second pitch.
Yeah, we got.
I think they were both balls. We got to pay attention to the umpire because I think we missed a pitch.
Scoreboard also only should. Yep, there we go. I don't think we're behind a pitch.
You don't think so? All right.
Unless the scoreboard is too.
Oh, I think the scoreboard is too. It's all right. We'll watch the umpire and see if he catches us up. Ooh, that was inside. Yep, we were behind a pitch. Told you.
And he gets walked to first.
4 straight pitches.
Steven Summers up. Designated hitter in the first. He hit a single, and then in the second, he struck out.
Summer would love to get something going here for the Raiders. Trying to climb back into this game. They took a 1-0 lead and haven't done much since, other than straining a lot of runners.
That pitch is high and outside there. It's a ball.
Struggling a bit. That's 5 straight balls for him.
Gillian with a small lead at first.
And that's a strike. Wow. Looked outside. Looked low and outside, but called strike. Yeah, it's 1-1. Oh! There's the easiest double play you'll see.
Wow.
Wow. That was a, oh, look what I found. It's in my glove. Look what I found.
That was a ball.
We'll show you that replay when we get a second here. There's a strike. Oh, nice
play by the third baseman. Oh, throw took him off the bag, though.
Nice effort. That'll go down as an infield single. Oops. That's right.
Now up to bat, we have number 8, Sean Garvin, the catcher.
That's right. Tell you what he did in a second here.
That's a ball there.
You see Garvin ground out in the first and had an infield fly to first in the third inning. A bit of a conversation between the third base coach and the umpire. Not entirely sure what that was about.
That ball's hit to the third baseman. The play is made. That'll retire the side for County, or for the Rams. Excuse me.
All right, Let me get you that replay here in a second. Your little wagon wheel coming on the radio.
Thank you.
All right. So here's the play by Schenkman. Just whacks right back at him. You're like, oh, look what I found. Easy throw to first. I mean, you didn't even look. It just hit him in the glove. The batter knew it, too. He's like, well, nothing I can do. Everybody's just jogging. All right, see if my numbers are coming up properly now. There we go. Next up, we'll have Alex Kaiser, followed by Sejan Belzer and Carson Swank. So Kaiser representing the 9th batter. And then back to the top of the order with Sejan and Carson. The 2 college commits for the Rams.
And Wyatt Prospero is hoping to continue his success for the Raiders. 3 batters last inning, 3 outs.
Yeah, he's thrown 8 pitches in 4 1/3 innings.
And that ball is hit straight up in the air, and it landed on us.
Now let's see what Kaiser did.
And it's bunted.
Not very well.
And out at first.
Yeah, bunting right back to the pitcher usually doesn't get you too far.
Now up to bat, center fielder, Sajan Belzer, the College of Charleston commit.
Sajan scored. He should have been out on the rundown, but an error for the Raiders pushed him to second, and then he scored on a double, I believe.
And that ball is fouled off to the right. But the catcher and the pitcher tried to make a play on it, but could not get there. And we got a ball there. Counts 1-1.
Looked like a lollipop coming in there. Didn't break enough for him, though.
That ball is high.
So this being the district finals, both these teams will actually advance to the regional.
That ball is oh, that hit a car.
I hit a car?
A red SUV.
What's the license plate on that car, Bergen?
About 123 broken window.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous to park near here. There's a big hill behind us, so you see a lot of people parked on the hill and then actually watching the game without paying the price of admission. Little did they know. Whoop, that's fouled up.
He hits one high, back.
Little did they know they could have sat in the comfort of their living room and watched the game. But it is a nice day out here. Beautiful day for baseball or pretty much any other sport. Slight breeze, probably 70 degrees. Partly cloudy sky.
And that ball hits the right field. And Belzer safe at first. That brings up number 10, the Yale commit, Carson Swank.
Sajon with the second hit of the game. See if he tries to steal this time.
And Carson Swank, his last at bat, he hit a double right over the left fielder's head.
He tried to pick him off, which failed miserably last time when they. Sajon actually got caught off the bag, but they missed the throw to second.
2 times in a row trying to pick him off.
I guess they figured they had him last time. Might as well try it
Just got
again.
a foot in the grass, foot in the dirt here. Count is 2-0 here for Carson Swank.
Yeah, Mr. G. Prospero is actually having to work this inning. After 2 innings of 8 total pitches.
3 straight balls here.
I think he's on. This is his 12th pitch of the inning, I believe.
First strike here for him.
Yeah, it looked like he was taken all the way on that one. Kaiser goes, throws high, safe at second.
Safe at second for Belzer. The 2 attempts to pick him off did not scare him. He still stole the base.
Sorry, Belzer, not Kaiser. Good call. And walked him. Now that walk doesn't hurt too much since he stole second. Now you get back to force plays available to you. Hildebrand with a fly to right and a walk in the third.
That ball is hit to the second baseman.
Oh, misplayed.
Misplayed.
And he's in there. Bases loaded.
Bases loaded with just 1 out.
Yep.
This inning is the exact opposite of what DeProspero experienced last inning.
Another courtesy runner out there. Ryan Murray at first base. It'll pop up on your graphic in a minute here.
Nick Conley, the first baseman, or second baseman, excuse me, up to hit.
Oh, there you go.
And he hits it
Nicely
right
done. That'll
into
drive in a
deep
couple.
left center. Sajon is going to score again. Carson Swank comes in.
Wow.
That's a 6-1 lead for Riverside. 2 RBIs for Connolly there. Now up to bat, we have number 13, the designated hitter, Ryan Brokaw.
So let's see, one of those was earned, but not both. Actually, let's see. No, both of those were earned because the unearned is standing at third base. So 2 earned runs come in. 6-1 now. Riverside well in command.
Wow.
Is that going to be deep enough to score someone? It looks like he's going to try. Yep, tagging up. And he's going to make it with no problem.
No problem there. Courtesy runner number 9, Ryan Murray, runs home for the Rams. 7-1 lead now.
Oh, that run is unearned. And County finally gets the third out. So County finally gets out of the inning, but not before giving up 3 more runs. Now they find themselves behind 7-1 in a huge hole. And we'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Loudoun Valley Floors. We are an independently owned company founded in 1991.
Wow.
And we have 2 showrooms, one in Ashburn and one in Purcellville.
They're hitting the ball well. They got some aggressive base running, and
Our motto
County's just
is
not
honesty,
keeping up.
integrity, and punctuality, and we strive to deliver exceptional service based on our motto. We want to make sure that we give honest advice based on your needs and not just what we think that you should have in your home. We have an incredible selection of products from leading manufacturers in carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl plank, everything that you can think of. We run our company with the same family values as when we started in 1991, and our referrals and reputation certainly reflect that. We are the recipient of the Best of Loudoun for flooring and carpet care for the last 14 years running. So we hope you'll come see us.
You see your line score there. 6 hits for Riverside, 3 errors for County have been a killer. 7-1 as Jack Pomata steps up.
We got Joe Alexander on deck for the Raiders. Pomata, second he hit a single, and the third he walked.
See, he's showing a 3 at bats. I don't know. Clearly my calculations need a little work there.
He's up in the count 2-0. That one's right down the middle. 2-1 count now.
County just trying to get something going here. Sawed him off for a called strike.
That's a strike there. Looks like he got hit by it.
He seems to think he did. The umpire said he went around on it, though. Goodbye.
Wow, that is a strike there.
Yeah, that was a nice looking pitch. He didn't even think about swinging at that one.
Strong outing so far for Wyatt Shankman.
Yes, indeed. He's given up 5 hits, most of which were in that second inning, but only allowed 1 run across as County just failed to capitalize. Nice
Throws
pitch.
another strike here. That ball is grounded to the shortstop.
Bang.
And the play is made out at first.
And all of a sudden, County is down to their last 4 outs here. From the top of the 6th.
Dutch D. Prospero is up now.
Dutch had a walk and a fly ball to left.
Oh, that's a strike there. That was a good looking pitch.
That was a nice looking pitch.
That ball is hit to the third baseman, who gets it to first in time, and just like that.
There you go. Well, that was a quick inning. And now County down to their last 3 outs. Riverside coming up to bat. County's in a lot of trouble here.
Riverside's potentially last at bat.
Yep, I'd be surprised to see them batting in the bottom of the 7th, that's for sure.
So up next for Riverside, we have Michael Walsh, Ty Richard, and Alex Kaiser.
So that's basically the bottom of the order for the Rams, which means even if they don't score and even if they do have to come back in the 7th, they'll be back at the top of the lineup. I'd say they're in pretty good shape. Show Ms. Clark's ad here for you. I'll talk about some other sponsors while you're looking at Lydia's ad. Our sponsors this evening, Loudoun Valley Floors. Since 1991, we've offered an incredible selection of quality flooring products. We commit to honesty and integrity in our sales, paired with exceptional quality and craftsmanship. Percival Pub at thepercivalpub.com, opening in June. Actually, in a couple of weeks here, they're going to be opening. They do a soft opening first week of June. They're in the location that Coney Island Diner used to be in. Known for their cozy atmosphere, amazing home-cooked food, and outstanding service, this is the place to grab a relaxing brunch, lunch, or dinner. Welcome home. And we're coming back to live action here. And got a new pitcher for County. New pitcher for County is Dutch DeProspero. And moves Gavin Pitts, number 22, out to left field.
Replacing Jack Pomada out there.
Thank you, Brogan. Didn't know who he replaced out there.
And then we got a brother swap on the mound.
Yeah, I don't think pitching is going to be their issue right now. They just need to get out of this and get some hits. Yep, who's batting? Oh, that's right. We had
That's a strike
2
there.
All right, I don't know who that is. Who's batting? Number 2.
It's 1-1 count there. 1 ball, 1 strikes as of now.
This is supposed to be Walsh. All right, what are we at here? 1 and 2.
Counts even 2-2.
2-2. Okay. I got the right name up there now? Yes, Benson Farmery. Switched batters and pitchers on me. Threw me off. Ooh, that one's sharply
That ball is hit past the third baseman. That's a single. Ryan Murray is up to bat for the Rams.
Oh, and
That ball is hit fair down the third baseline. And safe at third and second.
Wow.
Now up to bat, we got number 18. 18, that is Bennett Kaufman,
Pulling out all the stops here.
the junior outfielder. First at bat of the game for Bennett Kaufman.
Yeah, they've put in a bunch of pinch hitters here. Clearly not too worried about changing up their defense. Ooh, pass ball.
Oh, wow, wild pitch.
And
Safe at home.
And Riverside brings another one.
8-1 is your score now as Riverside's up 7.
said he went around on that one. County's in a lot of trouble here.
1-1 count for Kaufman. And that one's fouled off to the left. 1-2 count as he's falling behind.
It was different. We actually, because we played Marshall, so we had. But it's also different when you play Robinson. Right, it was at Robinson. So we go right. At Salem, it's like a 35,000 seat stadium. Like 6 people. We had some of my favorite games.
That ball's fouled again.
The County's still trying to get its first out here. Allowing another run across, down by 7 now.
That ball
just cannot get out of
hit
this
right down the infield. That's going to drive in 1 run. And safe at first. 9-1 lead for Riverside now. Sajon Belzer is up to bat now.
The run again was still unearned as the wild pitch brought in 1 run and moved the runner to third. So coming in from third will not be an earned run.
Belzer hit a fly ball, and since then he has hit 2 singles. Stolen 3 bases, I believe.
Well, he technically only stole 1. The first one he was picked off. They just made an error throwing to second as he went into second. But he scored 2 runs.
Yeah. .3-0 count now for Belzer at the plate.
Yeah, DeProspera is definitely having trouble with his control here.
And that is a walk there, 4-0. Runner on first and second now for the Rams. And that brings up Carson Swank for shortstop.
See if I got some information on. Let's see, I have some away stats. I only have 2 pitchers on there. I haven't got him up there yet. DeProspera has thrown 16 pitches. I was trying to see how many balls and strikes he'd thrown, but it's not popping up.
That ball is fouled down the first baseline. Ooh,
straight
that
back.
One's fouled straight back. Got an 0-2 count here for Swank.
Not entirely sure why they're so focused on holding this guy at second.
Wow.
That looks like it's going to be caught. Oh!
Great play made by the
surprisingly
right
difficult
fielder.
play there.
Belzer's running to second. Safe.
Wow.
So we got runners on second and third.
Don't see that tag up too often. The tag up from first to second. as County finally gets their first out, but feels a bit moot at this point in the game. See if we can show you that last play here while they're conferring on the mound. Again, the full game replay and the highlights will be up on statstream.biz a few hours after the game. Here's the last play. Just the right fielder left. I mean, a nice play out there, but
yeah,
since he was on the ground, Belzer just took off and managed to get in there safely.
Belzer's had multiple opportunities to showcase his speed, and he's taken advantage of all of them.
Yeah, he really has. He's definitely a burner out there on the base pass. All right, here we go.
That ball is hit. Run goes home. Belzer's at third. Then runner out at first.
So that'll
10-1 lead.
RBI.
Now we have Nick Conley up to bat, the first baseman, number 14.
Actually, it still wasn't earned. It would have been.
That ball is fouled off to the left.
So that was in. That's where the scoring gets funny. So basically, they made the run before earned, and the last one was unearned because there had been would have been 3 outs. Whoa! Nope, stays fair.
And it is bobbled. Belzer went home.
Oh, okay. I guess there's a slaughter rule in effect.
And looks
so Rams get up by 10, and that is going to close out the game. Didn't even realize there was a slaughter rule for that.
Me either. 11-1 victory for the Rams.
So there you have it. The Rams with effectively a walk-off single to drive in the 11th run, putting them up by 10 and closing out the game. So there you have it, as the Rams win the Dulles District Championship over the Loudoun County Raiders 11-1. Our next broadcast will actually be tomorrow night, where we travel to Dominion High School for the Dulles District Boys Lacrosse Final. Again, it will be Riverside. They will play Dominion tomorrow night in what should be an exciting lacrosse game. Last time those two played, Dominion won 13-11. And they were battling last year, and they've really been the best two teams in boys lacrosse for the last couple of years. So we're looking forward to that one. It'll be Brogan and I again. Brogan will be doing the stats for you tomorrow night. He's excited about that, I think.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I'll give you the play-by-play on that one. Riverside, I just heard, will be playing Kettle Run in the regional. I'm not entirely sure when that game is. Schedules for the regionals are a bit up in the air. We have to wait and see who's playing, where they're playing, and can we stream them. Regionals, they start getting a little more picky about who can stream what. At any rate, from Leesburg, Virginia, home of the Riverside Rams, you have been watching the statstream.biz production of the Dulles District Baseball Finals. My name is Rod Ogren. My partner tonight has been Brogan Noe. As I said earlier, the replay and the highlights will be up on statstream.biz under the on-demand button just a few hours after the game. For my partner Brogan Noe and StatStream, this is Rod Ogren signing off. Thank you all for watching. Good night.